Hey, it's Jen, Bitch in a Hurry, Not So Mystical Tarot. This is your Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising general reading for the second half of October, the 15th through the 31st. If you like these readings and you'd like more information, you can go to my website, bitchinahurry.com, or you can find me on Instagram at bitchinahurry. And I'm just going to we'll get some, just keep shuffling here. We'll get some more cards. We had the new moon in Libra last week, so everybody's been really excited about that. A lot of people are like launching websites and starting businesses or seeking like business coaching, things like that. So if you are one of those people, I think that is awesome. If you're thinking about that stuff, there's not a better time than the new moon in Libra to start to explore some of those opportunities that you have around you. And if you've been on a good diet and exercise program lately, or you want to start one, this is also a great time. So keep up the good work that you're doing. I wonder what is going on. What do we have going on for Sagittarius, the second half of October, the 15th through the 31st? Looks pretty good so far, I have to say. I've had such a good time doing these readings for you guys as I've been going along here. The first, I think, 8? Yeah, I did. The first 8 I already did, and I'm doing them in order because I'm super type A like that. And, you know, as an Aquarius, I had to get over the fact that my sign wasn't first, that I was like second to last. I just really couldn't even comprehend that Aquarius wasn't first, but newsflash, it's not. So I forced myself. I started at Aries. So here we are all the way at Sagittarius. And this is Sun, Moon, or Rising. So if for whatever reason this does not resonate with you, check your Moon or Rising signs. Because one of them, I'm sure one of them will. Okay. Wow. There you have it. We will let these guys rest for a minute here. Let me make this a little bit neater because I'm just one of those people. All right, Sagittarius. We start out here that you've been working on something. You're working on something. I'm not sure what it is that you're working on, but you're putting in a lot of effort. You haven't seen any, you so far, I feel like you think maybe that nobody notices how hard you're working and nobody sees. And this card's been coming up a lot through all of these readings, but you'll see he's, playing this instrument, he's sharing something, and he's looking out, but he's not looking down. And when you see, this is all of the abundance that he's providing, all this work he's been doing, all these pentacles, and you see there's something down there growing. So even though you may not see what's going on yet, you may not see that any fruits of your labor, any progress, it's started. Other people see it, and it's started. So soon enough, as you progress, you will come to see this. And the next card we have is the Judgment card. So what you're working on is going to come to a point where that will be taken to judgment, and people will see what you're doing. You will be acknowledged for that. This also could be if you have some kind of pending court case, some kind of, legal issue. It has a possibility of being in your favor. So it may be something like that too, that maybe you have lawyers working behind the scenes or something of that nature, and it's going to come to pass that you will be on the beneficial end of that. So that's good news too. And then we start out here. There's something new going on in your personal, emotional life. Maybe a new love, maybe a new love of something, like maybe you found a new hobby that you really love. Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're thinking about dating someone new. Maybe you're starting to think about opening up your heart or your life to someone new, a child. It could be any of those things, but your heart is open. You're ready for a new experience. And what is really amazing is the next 2 cards, because here you have the Page of Cups. So you've had a message about this. You've had a message about this new opportunity for for your emotional well-being, whether it is opening your heart to love or maybe a friendship. It could even be like a soulmate, best friend kind of thing. But you've had a message about this, and it's something very dear to your heart, whether it is a love interest or, like I said, just a very best friend. Like maybe it's somebody that you meet and you're like, I've known you for my whole life. You feel like you've known him forever. This is the way this card feels. Highly sentimental, very, very deep connection with this person. And then the next card that came up was the King of Cups. So this is a complete circle. It's a complete progression from beginning to end. You know, this is the very first card of Cups, the Ace, and this is the King, ultimate fulfillment. Ultimate fulfillment. And the message in between is that you kind of knew this was coming, and or you've gotten a message loud and clear. So what you see in front of you, it's real, it's happening, and it will come to complete and total fulfillment. So that is pretty exciting. That is a progression that I haven't seen in any of the readings yet. So it looks like, Sagittarius, you are all about opening your heart and kind of just, I don't know, just getting ready to experience something new, whether it is a new friendship or reuniting with an old friend, love interest, but there's something highly sentimental, something really near and dear to your heart. And I guess it could even be the love of like a hobby. Maybe you start painting, something like that. But whatever it is going to give you like a really great emotional health. It's going to make you feel so good. So the next card just reinforces that, the Sun. You know, this is one of those cards. Look at all the yellow. It's the bright of day. It's the rising of thought, of love, of emotion. Every good feeling you can have is wrapped up in the Sun. And it's almost like, it reminds me, I always think this card and the Death card kind of go together, because everything sort of dies and then the sun still rises again the next day. Everything comes full circle. So you have something really, really amazing. Whatever this emotional opportunity is, it could be an opportunity for you to grow personally. Maybe there's some, and you'll know what this is in your life. It'll be extremely obvious that there's this opportunity, maybe to adopt a child. Maybe you want to be a foster parent. I mean, it could be any of those things, but whatever this opportunity is, whether it's a friend, a love interest, adopting a child, having a child, maybe it's taking an elderly, relative into your home and caring for them. Whatever it is will be incredibly rewarding and fulfilling. And it is going to be like a breath of fresh air. Like, it's going to be not what you expected, but it's going to just be like, I can't paint a picture any more happy than this. So moving on from that one thing, it's funny because a lot of the readings are all kind of, everything kind of goes together, but this is obviously one certain issue. And then we have this next thing that's come up here. And it looks like you've been, I think this goes with this card here. You've been working on something for quite a while, and you're starting to see there's a little thing going on down here. Same thing. You've taken action toward a goal, and you're at a point where you've seen some small successes already. You haven't seen like giant success. I always say you've won some of the battles, but you haven't won the war. But that's okay. You're seeing some small success, and you're kind of like, she's out on this precipice, and she's looking around like, all right, I've come a little. She can look back and see where she was. She's going to look forward and see where she's going. It's time to make some long-range plans. You're making some plans for some things that you want to do, some things that are really important to you as far as whatever this is that you're working on. And you have complete support, the full circle, the Three of Pentacles. You have this complete, and I want to say, what is the word I'm looking for? Like unconditional. You have this unconditional support for whatever this long-range plan is. You have unconditional support from like colleagues, coworkers, people in your practical life, not like people online or somebody that you look up to. Like, this isn't like Tony Robbins. This is like somebody in your real-time life who's like, hey, I got your back. How are you doing today? Did you make your calls? Did you do this? This is somebody right in your life that is supporting you toward this goal. And it looks to me like whatever you're working on is going to like turn a page in your life. Then a few other signs got this card. the Magician card. And if you look, every single element is represented here. And this says to me that whatever it is you're working on is quite possibly going to change the way your life looks. And it's also letting you know that whatever you want to be, do, and have, it's available to you. Every single element is here. Every single element is here in this card. So it lets you know, basically, you can just kind of pick and choose, but whatever you want to do, whatever goal you have, whatever you're working on, it's available to you. And here we have the Ace of Wands. So you have the momentum, you have this idea, you have whatever you're working on. It's almost like anything you touch is gold. Anything that you kind of have this Midas touch, but you have another idea, and you're building on this previous idea with this next idea. And I want to say, you kind of can't lose. I want to say, I'm going to call this one, you have the Midas touch, because that is what is going on here. Whether it's emotional, whether it's work related, you've got whatever you work on. I want to get one more card for you guys. Whatever you decide to work on, it will be yours, and it will come to fruition, and it will be very successful. Let's get one more card for our Sagittarian friends. Maybe not. I don't know. Just want one more. I don't need 9 more. I just want, shuffling my hair, I just need one more card. And I want to say too, the responses to the New Moon and Libra videos are what had me decide to do these videos for you guys, because I was like, I don't know if anybody will care. I don't need to do those. But people started asking me to do them, so I thought, well, okay, why not? And I have had the best time. Like, this is not work to me at all. I can do this for days. If you do decide that you'd like a personal reading, to more in-depth information that's just detailed completely to you, you can go to my website, bitchinahurry.com, and you can get a private reading there. So, and that is the end of that. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and people give him a hard time because he's not a real fast mover, but he gets stuff done. So he's kind of like the tortoise and the hare. The hare is like taking off, a million miles, and the tortoise kind of this is him. But you know what? He gets to the finish line. And I think that's what we're talking about here with whatever this is, this new idea that kind of is piggybacking on the old idea, the long-range plan, you starting something new. You don't have to change who you are overnight. You don't have to change who you are overnight. That's not what we're trying to do here, but you're kind of morphing into somebody different, and you're letting the world see you for who you really are, and that can be a slow process. You have this fire energy here, which is great because you're a fire sign. So you have this fire energy here that is, it's giving you these new ideas and new things to do, and you're kind of tempered a little bit by this this Knight of Pentacles, who kind of keeps you on track, keeps you from going crazy and acting crazy, keeps you from scaring people, okay? But this has been a great reading. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.